Pittsburgh Steelers news and rumors coming at you here. Mitchell Renz from Chat Sports. Brian Poole, is he headed to the Steel City? Bleacher Report wrote an article about going out and finding some potential free agents, and he had predicted that Brian Poole was going to end up signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember, we're going to go back in our time machine a little bit, not too far, but they released Steven Nelson earlier this offseason, which then created a little bit of a need, especially at the nickel position. The Steelers, they didn't address the cornerback position in the draft whatsoever. They went with Najee Harris in round 1, and that might have been a pretty big need for them. Sure, some of the cornerbacks ended up sliding down the board, but at the end of the day, if you're Pittsburgh, okay, and you have an opportunity to go out and get Brian Poole, hell, I might say this to all the NFL teams out there. The man's only 28 years old, and over the last 3 years, I can make an argument that he's been a top 10, top 15 nickel cornerback. He gives you a lot of versatility. Last season, he didn't play in as many games. He was dealing with a little bit of an injury, but still was able to put up 44 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 7 pass breakups. The other reason why I like Poole a lot is because the Jets asked him to do a lot. And as soon as they decided to move on from a guy like Jamal Adams, that put a lot more pressure on a guy like Poole, and it also put a lot more pressure on a guy like Marcus May. They decided to keep May, which now leaves Poole out there just kind of swimming around. Will he end up with the Steelers? Bad joke? Maybe. Here's the Steelers' defensive back depth chart as it stands. You got Joe Hayden, Lane, but where I'm really looking at here is Sutton, because no disrespect to him, he's not nearly as good as Brian Poole. And if the Pittsburgh Steelers want to stay relevant in this division, they have a good defense. I mean, that defense totally transformed after the Fitzpatrick. I mean, they got a good safety as well in Edmonds. But what we saw last season is this. And no disrespect to the Steelers fans out there. Big Ben is a little bit washed up at this point. And if they want to be able to win football games, they need a great defense. The Ravens are getting better. The Browns are getting better. The Bengals will continue to get better. So if you have an opportunity to go out and get one of the top 10 best free agents left on the board, and I'm not afraid to say that, I actually might put him even in my top 5, because at the end of the day, he can give you so many different things on the defensive side of the football. So for all you Pittsburgh Steelers fans out there, I want you to go down in the comments section right now, and if you just stumble across this video and you're not a fan of the Steelers, that's cool too. Help me out. Where will Brian Poole play in 2021? I want you to go down in the comments section and try to figure it out. Does he end up signing with the Steelers? Obviously, if they didn't go ahead and draft somebody, then maybe they could go with, I don't know, a Sherman. Maybe there's some other players potentially out there that they see being a good fit in Pittsburgh. I'll say this right now. I think Poole, he's a tough dude. He's a gritty guy, and the fact that he can move all over the football field, this is going to give the Steelers a little bit here. So where will Poole end up playing in 2021? I want you to go down in the comments section and let me know. If you love the NFL, then subscribe to Chat Sports for more free videos. Who out there likes free? If you do, type me down there in the comments section. If you also like NFL videos for free, then go ahead and subscribe. The link is below, youtube.com/chatsportstv. And are you hitting that? This right here. You hitting that? It's the notification bell. So if there's breaking news that happens, like, I don't know, Aaron Rodgers gets traded, don't be the guy 2 weeks from now looking at your phone and be like, hey, did you guys hear Aaron Rodgers is traded? And then your buddy Sam's like, dude, get it together. I subscribe to Chat Sports. Be that guy. Subscribe to Chat Sports. More free videos. Hit the big red button that says subscribe.